Hey everyone, welcome to a brand new thrifting haul video right here on Night Owl Video. Today I got 3 VHS and a whole bunch of DVDs. I went away last week on Easter vacation, or I took a vacation around Easter, I should say, and I visited a bunch of stores I don't normally go to, and I grabbed a bunch of stuff I don't have. So I was pretty lucky to score some cool stuff. The first VHS is Rude Boy, The Clash. Check this out. Yep. Pretty basic sticker on the inside, but it's in really nice condition. I've never seen this before. It says it's a mixture of drama, social documentary, and concert film through the eyes of a young Clash fan named Roy Gange. It says he gets out of his dead-end job working nights in a sex shop by landing work as a roadie for the Clash. This has live performances of the Clash. It's 127 minutes long from 1980. Yeah, I've never seen this. I like the Clash pretty well, and so yeah, I'm gonna check that out. That's one I've never seen around before, so I grabbed that. The next two were definitely the primo VHS scores for me, anyway, personally. This first one I got for $1 Canadian. Lost Highway. Look at this thing. Look directly into it. Yeah. Look at the, how does that go? That. I saw this just sitting in a stack of just junk, like Jurassic Park and stuff, and this had a $1 sticker on it. I was like, oh my God. Now, I have this on DVD, no problem. But I never see this VHS tape around, and I was just like, I gotta get this. This was, I rented this on VHS when it came out, and I rented it again and again and again. And then finally I made a copy of it using 2 VCRs. I'm a David Lynch fan, as probably some of you have guessed. And this movie really freaked me out when I saw it the first time. But I had to, for $1, I had to grab this. Anyway, let me know if you've seen this movie, what you thought of it. Nothing too fancy on the inside, just the old stamp on it. But yeah, this is a thing of beauty. I had to get it. Now this next thing, you're gonna laugh because I'm not a Chuck Norris. I'm not an action movie Chuck Norris type person, but I saw this on the shelf in Value Village, and I was like, I just got to get this because it looks so good. Look at this thing. Invasion USA from 1985, big box, clamshell style. Look at this thing. Look at that. Look. Can you believe this? And look inside. I know I think I showed this off before on my channel, but this type of thing, but it's got the MGM United Artists logo engraved into the plastic. I mean, people don't put that much work into packaging anymore, and this is in just like, it's got a little tear right there, but otherwise it's in really nice condition. And I just had to grab this. Kind of like Lost Highway. I was like, how could I not grab this? Like, look at that. Now, I've seen Chuck Norris movies before. Again, I'm not like an 80s action fan. I like what I've seen, but I don't go like hunting these down. But you never see these big box VHS around. So, and especially in this condition. This is an old Canon film release, as you can see up there. It's restricted in Nova Scotia, apparently. But yeah, it says America wasn't ready, but he was. Oh yeah, Chuck Norris coming at you. Yeah, so I will watch this. I will watch this for fun. This was directed by Joseph Zito, if that means anything to you. The screenplay was actually co-written by Chuck Norris as well. This is a Golden Globus production. It also stars Richard Lynch and Melissa Prophet. So yeah, if you've seen that movie, let me know. Problem is that people that like this kind of stuff are really fanatical about it, so maybe just leave me a one-liner or something. But yeah, I'll check it out. The next movie I'm actually going to be reviewing on Friday on my Fright Friday series, that is the 2006 film Bug, directed by William Friedkin, starring Ashley Judd, Michael Shannon, and Harry Connick Jr. playing a bad guy. I know. You're going to find out in my review. I'm not too happy about that, but yeah, I got picked this up for a couple bucks, like $2, I think. Might have been $1 actually. I don't know. I've passed on this movie 100 times, and then recently one of the channels I watched on YouTube, I should say, said that this was kind of a cool movie, so decided to grab it for $1 or $2. It's William Friedkin, also the director of The Exorcist, among other things. So so I'm going to do a review of this on Friday. I did watch this film. I did enjoy it, but tune in Friday for my full thoughts on that. The next one I got, just because I watched... So you may recall a few weeks ago I watched Disturbing Behavior with Katie Holmes. And that sent me down a rabbit hole of 90s teen horror thrillers or whatever. So I watched I Know What You Did Last Summer. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. Then I watched The Final Destination, but I only had the first 3. So I didn't have the other 2, so I grabbed The Final Destination. This is the one with the Indianapolis 500 style race cars in it. Not as good as the first 3, I would say. Like, you could tell maybe... I don't know what the budget was compared to the other ones, but it seemed like it was a little cheaper. Maybe a little more straight to video, but I enjoyed it. I watched it. I'll probably do a review of it soon. The next one I got was pretty cool. Also, I found this in Nova Scotia, and this is a 2-disc set. It came from beneath the sea. This is Ray Harryhausen presents for the first time in color. So this is, like I said, this is well, I'll show you the back first. There's the tentacles coming up, the lady's screaming. This is a two-disc set. You can see the cool artwork on the disc. Back when they actually put some effort into packaging. I just watched this last week while I was on holidays. I'd never seen this film before. Quite enjoyed it. If you're a fan of, 50s monster, sci-fi horror type, not horror, but sci-fi monster movies, you're probably going to dig this. I think this was from 1950. It looks like 1955, and this DVD came out in 2007. It's 79 minutes long. You can watch the colorized version or the black and white version. There's a whole bunch of extra features on it as well. I love Ray Harryhausen special effects. When I was a little kid, sometimes on Saturday afternoons they would play like Jason and the Argonauts, or like those kinds of movies. I didn't see a lot of them, but sometimes I would catch them on a Saturday afternoon in the summer, and I was totally enamored with the special effects. Like, I was young enough that I didn't know that this was like stop motion with like, a little tiny creature or whatever. I mean, this was like, I was watching it like, this is really happening. This thing's attacking the city or whatever. I was really, if you haven't guessed already, I was a real space cadet as a kid, and like, I really fell for stuff really easily. And so watching this now, like a movie I'd never seen before, I really felt like lost in it again, which was a really cool feeling. I think not many people get that from old movies. They probably just think they're cheesy or whatever, but I was really wrapped up in this movie. I loved it. It was so cool. The special features are really cool too. There's a remembering it came from beneath the sea. There's an interview with Tim Burton interviewing Ray Harryhausen on here, which is really cool because you can tell Tim Burton was the same as me, like just totally into this when he was a kid. He loved these movies. And him talking to Ray Harryhausen, it was like, you could just tell by the look on Tim Burton's face that he was in heaven. Like, he was just, like so excited to be talking to Ray Harryhausen, talking about all the creatures and stuff. And it was really cool. Ray Harryhausen has since passed away, but just to watch that, and there's another interview with him as well. I don't know if I looked at any of the other special features. There is a Oh, there's a little digital comic book on here too. There's a present day look at stop motion. There is audio commentary with Ray Harryhausen, which I have not listened to yet, but really cool if you like that kind of thing. I'll probably do a review of this for Cult Movie Tuesdays or something like that. I'm trying to think. A lot of these next ones are pretty common. I have been looking for Death Wish 1, 2, and 1, 2, 4, and 5, I think it is. The only one I have on DVD is part 3, so I'm on the hunt for these other ones. I found this just yesterday, actually, so had to grab that. Cool movies, ultra violent, 70s gritty, and 80s, I guess. Charles Bronson, directed by Michael Winner. This is from 1974. Ultra violent, like just revenge stories. It's like each death wish, it's like somebody else gets taken away from Charles Bronson and he has to, get revenge. But if you like that kind of thing, or if you like gritty 70s cinema, you'll probably dig this as well. But yeah, had to grab that one. I'm still on the hunt for, I think there's 5 of them, so I guess I'm looking for 2, 4, and 5. Is that right? I don't know. The next one I got is just a feel-good one. I was visiting my mom, and usually I make her watch movies. So the next 2 are movies that I got for her and I to watch because she doesn't like horror movies, and she doesn't really like anything too violent. So I was looking for some feel-good movies for us to watch. This one, lovely movie. The Terminal. Oh. Tom Hanks, Catherine Zeta-Jones, directed by Steven Spielberg. I mean, how can you go wrong? This, if you've never seen this movie, it's a lovely movie. It's based on a true story of, does it have his name? Victor Navorsky was a person who came from another country to the United States. Then his country declared a state of war, and he got trapped between... He couldn't go into the United States, but he couldn't go home, so he was stuck in the airport. And so he had to try to find his way in the airport, and he meets Catherine Zeta-Jones, and he makes friends with like the janitor and like a couple of the other guys that work in the airport, and his English isn't that great, but he eventually gets a job at the airport doing construction. It's a really sweet movie. Every once in a while, I like watching these kinds of things just to kind of break up all the horror and violence and gore. And this is a real sweet movie. I love Tom Hanks. I don't know if there's a Tom Hanks movie I don't like. I haven't seen the Mr. Otto one yet, which has got mixed reviews, but I love Tom Hanks all day long. And Captain Phillips, if you haven't seen Captain Phillips, do yourself a favor and watch Tom Hanks and Captain Phillips. Wow. Killer movie. But yeah, this is just a real sweet, feel-good movie. A little slow at times, it is a drama. It's based on a true story. So there are parts where it kind of drags a bit, but the payoff is wonderful. It's a sweet, sweet movie. I highly recommend that one. The next one I got to watch with my mom, because sometimes I get movies where I think she'll probably, just to give her a little thrill, right? So I picked Kiss the Girls with Morgan Freeman and Ashley Judd. This is a thriller about a guy who kidnaps women, and I won't give it away, but this was an ex-Blockbuster rental, but it's actually in really good shape. This is like your Along Came a Spider. I mean, Silence of the Lambs, but not as good as Silence of the Lambs, obviously. But my mom does like these kind of thriller movies, so I picked this one out. She liked it. She jumped a couple times. She yelped. She gets pretty wrapped up in these things, which is funny. But before my dad passed away, she didn't watch movies, and so after he passed away, I said, "Oh, why don't we watch a movie tonight? Like something different, And now I find like when I visit, we watch movies together. We watched When a Stranger Calls. We watched What Lies Beneath. She didn't like that one. We watched the movie Hush, which is on Netflix, another thriller. So I was trying to find those kind of middle of the road thrillers, not as intense as Silence of the Lambs, but not too soft. But she did enjoy this. I hadn't seen this since VHS days, but I did enjoy this. I would recommend this if you like a good thriller. Again, Ashley Judd and Morgan Freeman, great performances there. The next one I got is actually factory sealed. Beaut. I got this for $3.99. This is the film Point Blank. Look at that cover art. I mean, now I had this on VHS a couple years ago and I watched it, but the quality of the tape was really bad, so I really couldn't fully enjoy it. So I'm really looking forward to revisiting this one on DVD. It's, like I said, it's factory sealed. It's never been opened. This is Lee Marvin and Angie Dickinson from 1967, this DVD being from 2005. I don't know why Point Blank is in quotations for some reason, but I do remember liking this movie. It's, it's your kind of gritty 70s double cross revenge tale. This is from John Boorman, who also did Deliverance. This has commentary with John Boorman and Steven Soderbergh, vintage featurettes. Yeah, so good thriller. Save that for a rainy Sunday afternoon sometime. Check that out. There's Lee Marvin looking all badass and stuff. But yeah, I do remember this being quite a cool movie. So that was cool. Cool find. I've never seen. Like I said, I found that on VHS a couple of years ago, and I haven't seen it since. So it was really cool to find that one. The next one up is a quest to complete my complete series of this TV show. That is The Incredible Hulk. Look at the lenticular. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cool? It's like, I'm changing. Don't make me angry. I'm Lou Ferrigno. So I only have, trying to think now. I have a list of which ones I have, and I was missing this one, but happy to add it to my collection. This comes in the little skinny package. Look at that. Now, in case you're wondering, don't make him angry, it says. I definitely would not recommend that, but this has, or these aren't in order, but I'm a little OCD that way, so I will put them in order before they show them to you. But each disc has a different image on the cover, which is pretty cool. So in case you were wondering, this, when I was a little kid, this was either this or Battlestar Galactica were my favorite shows. Like, I watched them every week religiously, and so I'm trying to complete a full series of this. I'm still missing a couple of seasons, but this is season 4. Oh my God, I'm changing. Don't make me angry. Oh my God. I think I like death metal singers because of Lou Ferrigno's growl. But yeah, this is a cool show. Like I said, when I was about 8 or 9 years old, that came on TV. I was sold. I love that. I love that show. So I am a little OCD as well because I need to collect all of the seasons before I can start watching it. Like you'll see here, I have Starsky and Hutch season 1. I did watch a couple episodes of that, but I think I'm missing like 1 season, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to go much further. But anyway. And then the next 3 I got when I arrived back home, and I think they're all pretty cool. Look at this. This is the all-new Super Friends, Season 1, Volume 1. The all-new Super Friends Hour, I should say. It has 28 cartoons on a 2-disc set. There's the back there. There's Gleek, the monkey. If you didn't grow up in the 70s, this probably looks real cheesy to you, but I grew up in the 70s, and Super Friends was my jam. Look at that. Is that beautiful or what? There's some more artwork on the back. Wonder Twin powers activate. I'll take the discs out too, because on the inside there is there's more artwork on the inside. Look at that. Look at it. There's Gleek there. Such a rascal, that Gleek. But yeah, these are in beautiful condition. Now I just have to find season 1, volume 2, and then both season 2. So, but I, like I said, I don't see this around anywhere. It was $5 for this, which I thought was a pretty good bargain. It's a very thin packaging, but yeah, I couldn't resist. I love watching these old cartoons, and most of the ones you watch on YouTube, they're cut up, or they're missing parts or whatever. If I can watch them like unaltered, I'm down for that. So that was a pretty cool find. Speaking of 70s animated shows, this is one that you're gonna maybe think is strange. This is from 1975, and I didn't know that this series existed because I would have been 5 when this came out, and I don't know how. This only lasted for, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's only 13 episodes of this show, so maybe it didn't get aired where I lived or whatever back in the 70s in Montreal, but I had never heard of this before. Return to the Planet of the Apes, the complete animated series. I don't think I knew this was a thing. And this is one I've never seen, so I had to grab this also for $5. This is from the creators of the Pink Panther, and it's supposed to be a high-concept 70s cartoon that returns you to the heart of mankind's greatest adventure. So yeah, it looks kind of like a retelling of the movie, but with new characters and that. So really curious to check this out, because like I said, I don't know, maybe I'm getting old and confused, but I don't remember I don't remember the show at all. So it was really cool to find this. Yeah, you can see there's some other shows available on DVD. There's this one, which is Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea and Lost in Space. I would love to find those ones. I did see Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, but they were a bit expensive, so I passed on it. But this looks really cool. It kind of looks like Johnny Quest type animation, which I really like. There's some more pictures on the back there. Yeah, if you've seen this, leave comments below. Is it any good? I just got the Planet of the Apes movie box set, so you know. And like I've said before, the store I get these from, I don't know if somebody, I don't want to sound morbid, but I don't know if somebody died or somebody left a storage locker full of DVDs or something, but whoever that person was, they had crazy good taste. And I'm pretty sure these ones came from that person, because every week I go in, I find cool 70s and weird stuff. And I did overhear the owner say that he did get a new collection probably back in like December maybe or something like that. So I feel like they put out a little bit each week, and whoever this person was, they, like I said, they had great taste and stuff, and they must have bought all these special editions. I mean, I only paid, I think, $20 in total for these 3 and the next one I'm going to show you. I paid $20 in total. I'm thinking probably this one brand new would have been like $20 or more. So they're bargains. And then the last one I got is another Midnight Movie from the Midnight Movie, MGM Presents Midnight Movie Collection. This is a movie called Village of the Giants. Look at that. That looks like fun. At the bottom it says, "No one pushes these kids around anymore." So I don't know if this is like Kids Shrunk Their Parents or something, or not sure. Don't know anything about this movie. It was, let's see, produced and directed by Burt Gordon, starring Tommy Kirk, Johnny Crawford, and Ronnie Howard. So I don't know. I love the I love the design of it, though. It's like these midnight movies, like I said, whenever I see that logo on a movie, if I don't already own it, I pretty much just buy it. This one was $3, so if it's not great, it's not a huge loss. But yeah, these ones are usually pretty fun. The one that got me started was I Bury the Living, which I would highly recommend. I think I might have talked about that on one of my very early videos. But yeah, this one, Village of the Giants, I have no idea what this is. It looks really, really goofy, but I'm sure it'll be charming in its 1965 way. But anyway, guys, that was my thrifting haul for Easter break. Let me know what you thought of any of those, if you've seen any of them, if you have them in your collections, if they're good or not. Give me the thumbs up if you like this movie. Sorry. Give me the thumbs up if you like this type of content. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed recently. I really appreciate that. And for the thumbs up and the comments and all that stuff. Keep it coming. I love to talk about movies with people. And hopefully I'll be able to find some more cool stuff as the weeks go on. But until next time, take good care of yourself, and I will see you at the video store or at the thrift store, or just out and about somewhere. But until then, please take good care of yourself. Thank you again for watching. Sorry this video was so long. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.